Laffer's report clearly validated our persistent refusal to adopt a personal income tax in this state, especially when you compare that decision to California. Knowing that a Texas company will earn about $50 more per $1,000 of net income than its California counterpart is pretty much an eye-opener to business decision leaders as they're deciding where do we want to be for the next decade. You add in the positive impact on dividends, which yields another $65 per 1,000 of a Texas-based, Texas-owned company, and you're really talking about a reason to be getting to Texas. I suspect the good folks at Toyota considered that factor when they decided to close the last automobile manufacturing facility in California and move its pickup line to San Antonio. You know, I'd be tempted to look around at our strong economic indicators and, you know, shrug our shoulders and you know, say, look at what we did. We're done. Let's take it easy. So I told Bill, I said, you know, prop your feet up on the desk there and whistle, thank God we're a country boy. And that would be absolutely 100% the wrong thing to do. We didn't get here by accident. We got here because of principled, difficult, and in a lot of cases, courageous decisions that the members of the Texas legislature working with our office together. I firmly believe that that long-term strength of our state has more to do with staying true to our state's conservative fiscal principles and continuing efforts to free up the private wealth sector, create jobs, generate wealth. It's really pretty simple. I tell people the hard part is having men and women working with you who are courageous, who understand that making those decisions, saying no is not the favorite thing in this town. But from time to time, it has served us really well, particularly in 2003 when we faced that huge budget deficit. I happen to believe the legislature took another step in the right direction from the standpoint of this last year's legislative session. As you know, we passed that legislation in 2006 to reduce the property tax burden in our state and level the playing field for with the Texas businesses. And we updated our tax code to reflect the realities of the modern day economy. And as the new approach took hold, Dale, you probably dealt with more tax bills than anybody in this room would be my bet. And you probably knew, and as did we, that it's hard to get those perfect. And we discovered that the tax was having a disproportionate, heavy impact on the smaller businesses, those making between the original $300,000 cap and $1 million. So we had that discussion about a modification of that tax. And while we didn't change the essential elements of House Bill 3 that we passed in 2006, you know, we still made sure that the education funding mechanism was in there, and we appropriately lowered the overall tax rate on businesses. But we revised the definition of tax-eligible companies, raising that annual revenue ceiling of $300,000 up to $1 million. And as a result, 40,000 small businesses across the state were able to hang on to more of their dollars, plow back into their businesses, hire new workers, new equipment, make those types of decisions. I'm pretty sure there weren't a lot of states in the last 12 to 24 months that cut taxes on their businesses.